So, Rolling Stone released a top 20 songs of all time. This list always changes, depends on the political climate, and now the money is on one side of the political climate. So now they are going to pretend that they always supported these songs and certain artists. So I wanted to do actually a reading of 20 reviews I think are really great from Rolling Stone magazine. First of all, they gave a mixed review of Leonard Cohen's first album. And the reviewer says, "I don't think I could ever tolerate all of it." Well, we see how that aged. Second of all, I have the review of Nico's Marble Index, and it is a mixed review. The reviewer just said dumb things about the record. I couldn't even find a sentence to sum up his spirit. Then I have the reviews of Lennon and Yoko, Two Versions and Wedding Album. Both are favorable reviews. About the two versions, the reviewer says sophisticated multimedia menage after comparing Lennon to Luciano Berio. And about the wedding album, sound piece of the oldest and most important ritual, love. What a cute review. I'm touched by it. About Stoogie's Funhouse, well, a band of, people down in life and all of that. Don't they love it? Let's see. There is no really spirits to gather from the review. It's all hippie hate from the antics of Iggy Pop. There is actually no review of the album. Oh, Neil Young After the Gold Rush, unfavorable review. Songs needed time to mature. Yeah, we see how they matured. I think it's bad, isn't it? Neil Young Harvest, unfavorable review. Monotonous. Really. Rolling Stones, Sticky Fingers, you would think that they would like the band that has the same name as the magazine, but doesn't really recognize it. Let's see. Sticky Fingers, mixed review. I thought Brown Sugar was good, but not that good. This is just great. About Exile on Main Street, a mixed review, misses the mark. About Todd Rundgren, Something Anything, unfavorable review. Layers of Anonymous and Untouchable Sound. I don't know what it means. I think it's bad, isn't it? Well, now this progressive magazine had a place to promote for black artists. Let's see how they did it. Curtis Mayfield, Curtis, unfavorable. Tunes lacking in character. What can I say? They needed political songs like Now Then? Well, I think the money wasn't in there, is it? Yeah. Funkadelic, Maggot's Brain, mixed review. Starts with, who needs this shit? Yeah. Now, Parliament, Mothership Connection, mixed review. Say it's a parody. Roxy Music. Now moving on to the English guys, these guys who like to dance flamboyantly, a little bit in drag. How they like them. Roxy Music, For Your Pleasure, mixed review. Remarkably inaccessible. I remind my grandfather seeing a DVD from Roxy Music he thought was fun. And, well, a guy in Rolling Stone magazine was just in the 17th century. I mean, they have really good class, and they are above everything. Now for Lou Reed's review of Berlin, an album to the people who are down in life, who have problems, real problems. Lou Reed Berlin, unfavorable review. It just says it's a disaster. Well, it's bad to be poor, isn't it? I think that. I think Rolling Stones think that, doesn't it? Bob Dylan, Blood on the Tracks. Let's see how they respond to an innovative album by innovative artists. Blood on the Tracks, mixed review. He made nothing equal to the Beach Boys' Don't Worry Baby. Yeah, they said it. Do you guys remind Beach Boys' Don't Worry Babe? It's the greatest track of all time. I think it was this time. Now they changed it. Next, Suicide's first album. Bruce Springsteen loves Suicide. Bruce Springsteen's tuned. I think he even thinks and prides himself to be tuned with the people. And I agree with him somewhat. Suicide's first album, unfavorable review. Songs are absolutely puerile. Frankie Teardrop, for this guy, is a puerile song. It's just silly. It's silly. A guy who has problems, he's poor. He comes home and, he takes a desperate act for his life. Silly. New York Dolls. They gave 3 stars to New York Dolls. I think it's funny because the only criticism he has really is that Todd Rundgren heavy production hand in the album. I think that he really hated Todd Rundgren, doesn't he? Oh, the Upsetters. Upsetters was Lee Scratch Perry project. It's called Super Rape. Reggae plagued with boring disco records. This is the invention of dub and is really something important, especially for us that come from the third world countries. And it was really important in post-punk, for example, and in all the successful production of music in the 80s. I mean, there was good producers in the 80s, but most people don't know them. But Rolling Stone just hated it. To end it all, I think I have 21 here. Periubal dub housing, pompous, pretentious, irrelevant. When they don't get an album, they usually says it's pretentious and pompous. And this happened here again. It is Dave Marsh, the big critic, the big one. He wrote some Dylan books, which are so-so, but yeah, he's here. Noticing all the greatness that would come from Cleveland. One more. Steely Dan, The Royal Scam. They gave 3 stars. Unparalleled pretentiousness. Again, the same argument for 2 completely different albums. So that's it. Some 20-something, 21. Great reviews from Rolling Stone magazine. To see how they are tuned with people. To see how they were tuned with, those who weren't swimming in money or being really influential in the magazine like John Lennon was. Yeah, it was great. Now they are all back on the side of the people and it's all good. Now, finally now.